Hello, Falcons fans. Today we have some hot news that you can't miss. So get ready because there's a lot of important information coming your way. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Atlanta Falcons. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to the most passionate fans of the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. NFL insider points to Kyle Pitts as a possible trade piece for the Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are preparing for a busy offseason, with several crucial decisions to be made. Chief among them involves the future of Kirk Cousins, but there are also important issues such as the renewal of center Drew Dalman's contract and the need for improvements on defense. Amid all of this, a new topic of discussion arises: the possibility of trading Kyle Pitts. Selected 4th overall in the 2021 draft, Pitts entered the NFL with high expectations, being the highest tight end ever selected in the history of the draft. However, he has not yet been able to live up to the hype. About to enter the final year of his rookie contract, the player has the option of a 5th year, which would guarantee him a salary of almost $11 million in 2025. Despite this, his production has not been enough to justify a large future investment by the franchise. In the 2024 season, Pitts has accumulated just over 600 receiving yards, ranking just 13th among tight ends in the league and 66th overall in receptions. Falcons general manager Terry Fontenot himself acknowledged that the player's performance has been below expectations. When you draft a player this high, you expect a certain level of production, Fontenot said in his end-of-season press conference. We know Kyle had a great rookie year, but he hasn't been able to keep up that pace since then. We're not looking for excuses for that. Fans aren't the only ones speculating about a possible trade. ESPN analyst Ben Solak suggested that the Falcons could trade Pitt in a bombshell trade, citing the Bengals as a possible destination. According to Solak, Atlanta could trade the tight end in exchange for a day 3 draft pick, though he noted that it's a bold prediction. Since entering the NFL in 2021, Pitts ranks 11th among tight ends in receiving yards per game and 27th in receiving touchdowns, according to Josh Kendall. For comparison, 5th overall draft pick Jamar Chase ranks among the best at the position. He's 3rd in receiving yards per game, 87.5, and leads the league in receiving touchdowns per game, 0.74, since his arrival. Bleacher Report's James Palmer also said Pitts is a player to keep an eye on this offseason as a trade candidate. He's entering the final year of his contract, 5th-year option, $10 million. I'm just watching how things have gone in Atlanta, Palmer said. The progression of targets has been Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts. Are you going to give a massive contract extension to a 4th overall pick who's underperformed? Obviously, there's been some injuries. Who's kind of 4th on your list of where you want the ball to go? Falcons closely monitor top linebacker available in free agency. The upcoming offseason will be crucial for the future of the Atlanta Falcons, with important decisions to be made on both offense and defense. On the offensive side, the offensive line remains the team's most consistent unit over the past 5 years. However, some changes could be on the way. Center Drew Dalman is set to become a free agent and is expected to draw significant interest from several teams around the league. At right tackle, the Falcons must decide the future of Caleb McGarry, who is entering the final year of his contract. With Michael Penix Jr. taking over the offense, protecting the right side of the offensive line becomes an even greater priority. In addition, time must also begin to plan for the future at left tackle. Veteran Jake Matthews, a cornerstone of the franchise, just concluded his 11th season in the NFL. With his age advancing, the front office may need to consider options for a possible successor at the blind side of the protection. Defense remains the biggest problem. Despite the concerns on offense, Atlanta's biggest headache continues to be the defense, which lacks talent at all 3 levels. The pass rush remains the unit's biggest problem, as the Falcons finished another season with the NFL's worst offense in sacks and pressure on the opposing quarterback. In addition to the urgent need to strengthen the front 7, the team must also seek a starting cornerback to play alongside A.J. Terrell, as well as a safety who can solidify the last line of defense. Another position that could be seen as a priority is linebacker, where the Falcons need more experience and immediate impact. Falcons eye Jamien Sherwood. Among the linebackers available on the market, one name that is starting to gain traction behind the scenes is Jamien Sherwood, currently with the New York Jets. The defender has been attracting attention not only for his performance on the field, but also for his connections with Jeff Ulbrich, current defensive coordinator of the Falcons and former linebackers coach of the Jets. Bleacher Report's James Palmer also said Pitts is a player to keep an eye on this offseason as a trade candidate. He's entering the final year of his contract, fifth-year option, $10 million. I'm just watching how things went in Atlanta, Palmer said. The progression of targets was Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts. Are you going to give a massive contract extension to a fourth overall pick who's underperformed? Obviously, there's been some injuries. Who's kind of fourth on your list of where you want the ball to go?